Hello.
I think that was officially too much energy this morning.
So, you want to talk too much energy? I've just had a puppy delivered.
Oh.
Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday Sprintacular. I had to think about that a moment. I am Gillian St. Kevern, author of what was the tagline I'm trying out? Let me think. Author of no, it's gone. I am an author of gothic romance, gaslamp fantasy, and all sorts of nonsense, all with an LGBTQ plus focus. And with me today is my co-host Jamie Sands. Hi, Jamie.
Hello. I also write stuff with queer characters. Urban fantasy and romance and historical paranormal and sometimes horror and lately young adult.
Yay!
I started with young adult and then I came back to young adult and I've had some pretty good feedback on this. So there's going to be another one.
Yeah. We have Caspian today. Hi, Caspian. And yeah, I'm going to...
Grabbed a puppy.
Oh. The book that Jamie released this week is the book that Jamie has just shown us.
Onesies and Ouija boards. It's a young adult novella, but it's not as exciting as the puppy. Look at the puppy. Oh.
Okay. So this is
puppy ears.
He is 11 or 12 weeks old. Oh. He has just been for a long walk in an effort to kind of expend some of his energy because the kids have a play date now, but judging from how much he wants to play and chew, I don't think he went for a walk. Oh my gosh.
Maybe it just energized him further.
Yeah. So Jamie, before the stream started, Jamie and I were, oh my gosh. Okay, he wants to go outside. So Jamie, you take over.
Mm-hmm. We were talking about why we're sleepy today. In my case, I'm trying to balance my my hay fever meds. Gillian said she had a story. Let me talk about my book for a second again. Non-binary main character, and no romance, because a lot of kids that I talk to at various book fairs. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my habitat because it is storming here, but it's also very sunny. Right. First spot. Lots of kids I talked to at book fairs were interested in young adult books, but didn't want to read romance. So I gave this a go. It's just it's a slim little volume, less than 100 pages, but it's had some good feedback. So I think the second one is going to be called Turmeric and Tarot Cards, and it's going to be a bit longer because this one was a bit of a gamble. I didn't know how it would go down, but I've had some nice feedback from non-binary teens and friends with non-binary teens, so feeling good about that. And it is a beautiful cover. I've booked some time with my cover artist next month for the next one, and the Basil series, road trips, rituals and road trips. And then this next one will be Turmeric and Tarot Cards, because Arrow bought tarot cards in this book and then never used them. This is me trying to fill up space while I wait for Gillian to get back. Running out of things to say. I'm very sleepy.
We've got a bot.
We've got a bot.
I'll deal with the bot in a moment, but
yes, it is out digitally. It should be wide, so any platform it's out on. I did put a link for it on my Facebook page, but I'll link it in the Discord as well.
I heard some of the conversation while I was showing George the door. And it reminded me, I was in South Library in Christchurch once, and I was in the young adult section, and a librarian was there with a teen and was recommending books, and the teenager was like, I want books that don't have romance. And the librarian was like, yeah, about that.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for romantic elements occasionally, but not all the time. But
It was really interesting actually writing this, because Arrow has a best friend and they're friendly and sort of slightly touchy-feely, and one of my early readers said, oh, this bit is romantic. And it was literally just leaning against each other's shoulders.
Oh,
and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not romantic, actually.
Yeah.
But it was interesting because people are so used to looking for it.
Yep. So what was I going to say? Okay, yes, my story for why I'm so sleepy today is because last night I volunteered to take George for the night.
Oh, no.
And George likes to sleep with his paw in my ear and his face sort of squished up against my face. Apparently, last night he was dreaming about eating stuff because there was lots of which was not conducive to sleep for me. But
No.
he eventually I fell asleep and he woke me up at 5:30 by biting my face. Because
well,
he's a puppy and puppies like to eat things.
They do.
But, yeah. He is settling down now, so maybe he did go for a walk after all. Yeah.
He just had to tell you about it a bit.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to mute myself to open up the live stream in another video so I can deal to that bot.
Yes.
Would you like to set up the...
Yes.
Awesome. I have also forgotten my tarot cards today, so we need to decide whether, okay, the choices are movie tarot or the Therapettes. And I'm leaning towards movie tarot, but it's been a while since we've had a Therapette.
Any preference from the comments? Oh God, they're both good. They're both good options. We also do have the Disney villains, but we had them yesterday. They've thrown themselves on the floor, so they're having a moment. This is the warm-up we do, where we write for 5 minutes, free writing with a tarot card or a Therapette as inspiration, just to get us into the creative mood. Oh, Caspian's not seen Therapettes. Okay, let's have a Therapette then. Okay. I'm writing longhand because I usually type, so it's good to have a bit of a change. Let's see. I need a pen. Oh, wait, do the Therapette first. Okay. This is a deck by Kate Allen, aka the latest Kate, on most social media. She does beautiful pictures with reassuring captions. So it's nice for a Sunday.
Mm-hmm. It's nice for any day, but especially nice for a Sunday.
All right, say when.
When.
Oh, nice and quick. Anxiety lies. There is no doom coming, and you're managing everything just fine. And look at that cheery puppy. Oh.
Yeah.
Purple galaxy pup. Very reassuring.
Yeah.
Okay, timer.
Oh, yes, it's good to have one of those.
I'm like, something else has to happen. What is it? My desk is in such disarray. I might spend one of our
my sister's desk this morning. I abandoned the house in favour of the home office, which I think is the smart call. There are now 2 6-year-olds and 2 3-year-olds in the house, which means it will be complete mayhem.
It will.
This does mean that I've only got my laptop and I'm kind of trying to move as few of my sister's things as possible.
Oh, yeah. All right. So 5 minutes, anxiety lies, happy puppy. Starting now.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one for me.
Oh,
and came up with a new idea of like a new edition, a new book to put into the Mount Eden Witches series.
not a great
Oh,
on the puppy
is it a
front.
coaster?
Yep.
Oh,
Puppy.
puppy's
I've
gonna
given him-
puppy.
Yep, I've given him my hoodie, which has like enough holes in it already. That
Oh yeah.
more. But yikes. Hopefully you got on well, Caspian. So yesterday I didn't know what I wanted to work on, so I ended up using the stream to do some planning. I also did a brain dump of all of the thoughts I had in my head for book 2 in the Sirius Crew series, in the hopes that it would get those thoughts out of my head. That did
How
not
did
happen.
that go?
No. In addition to struggling to sleep because I had a puppy in my ear, I also had a whole bunch of thoughts about book 2, some of which mean I have to change what I've already edited of book 1, which is a big pain.
It is.
But it will sort of result in a better book. Oh, and I've had a morning text from Julie. Hopefully we see her in a bit. She may even be watching now. Who knows? But yeah, so I'm actually going to do some plotting for our sprints today. Yeah, I've had a few thoughts about Sirius Crew, and hopefully we'll have some more thoughts. But yeah.
I'm keen to dive back into what I was writing yesterday, which is my Wattpad story. I was going to say Watford because I've been hearing the audiobook of the Carry On books by Rainbow Rowell. Anyway, but I think I actually need to tidy my desk before I do that because everything is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Wellington, Caspian. I didn't realize that. Yes, it is pretty bad down there. My cat is also, I think, outside, and she is terrified of the wind, so I'm a bit worried about that as well.
Yeah, it is not windy in Christchurch. It is just miserable. It's been raining solidly, pretty much. Most of yesterday, all of today so far, which is super fun when you were taking a puppy outside at 5:30 a.m. Puppy is now asleep and looking adorable, so always forgiven.
It is sunny and raining and windy right now in Auckland because, of course, we have had a swan plant knocked over. I've tried to stake it back up again, but we'll see if it lasts. It's meant to get worse and worse until about 2 and then die off again, so good. All right, let's do a 20-minute sprint. I'm going to get cleaning, so I might mute so it's not too noisy.
Sounds good.
All right, 20 minutes starting now. was just thinking, I should check how long we've still got in the sprint, and it said 3 seconds. So that was pretty good timing for me. We have lost Gillian, I assume, to puppy.
No. You want me to the bathroom? The puppy is being beautifully behaved.
Oh.
He snuggled up on my hoodie and is doing the sad eyes thing. You're talking about me and I don't know what you're saying, but you're not petting me.
So it can't be good. Yep. Well, I cleaned up my desk. I feel very good about that. And then I colored in this bunny that I drew the other day.
Yay.
Then I have a bunny and a koala. And it's BTS related because of course it is.
I have vaguely sort of figured out in very broad strokes 3 books for Serious Crew.
Wow.
So one of them includes the one that I have already written.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good. As long as you're not have to massively rewrite.
It will need some massaging, but
yes.
Yeah, I'm now going to answer some plot questions to because I want because Sirius's life is not miserable enough, and I've decided he needs more trauma.
I have to say, I am disappointed because my favorite scene wasn't included. My favorite bit from the Little Princess is when she's out in the cold and she's starving and someone gives her a penny or whatever it is and she goes and buys buns and the baker gives her more buns than she should be able to afford, and then she just gives away like all of the buns to someone who's in more need than her. And that is like my favorite bit, and you did not include it. So if there's a chance to include it.
You know what? I couldn't get it into the first book because Sirius was not allowed to leave the academy.
Yeah.
But it might be possible in the third book. So look out for buns. In fact,
I don't know why that bit is my favorite. I just adore it. I wanted to tell you actually last night I got into a chat with my beta reader and Buns. Good. And mentioned about the Victorian monster horror fiction retellings that we're doing, and I started some brainstorming on my Phantom of the Opera. So that happened.
Awesome. I've got thoughts, but I haven't got all of the pieces together.
And I realized I might actually take one of the secondary characters from the original book and make it from their point of view, which will be an interesting... Yes. Yes, Meg. Because Meg is the best. Meg's amazing. And she's also like, why the fuck are you like this? Like she cuts through so much bullshit and she never gets hurt. So I thought it would be fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make her a boy because it is meant to be MM, but that character.
Yeah. So Cassian, what I've done here is have you ever read James Scott Bell's Write Your Story from the Middle? It's a really excellent book about just making sure that your character arc is really resonant and powerful. And he has what he calls the mirror moment, and he found that if you pause like a lot of really famous movies at 50%, he used Casablanca as an example of this. The character is looking in a mirror. And a lot of favorite books open up to 50%. The character's either looking in a mirror or it's having a look at themselves and going, who the fuck have I become, or what am I doing?
Yeah.
And so he's got the mirror moment, which is and he gets to the mirror moment by having this triangle. And this here is your character at the beginning of the story. So this is the beginning, the middle is the top of the pyramid and then the end over there. And so the character at the beginning is where they are. It's not a good mental place for them to be. At the end is kind of, hopefully, is like them in their true potential. They've kind of figured out their shit and embraced who they're meant to be.
Mm.
And then the midpoint is kind of the opposite of that. Like, let's say that at the beginning of Sirius Cruise, Sirius is like, if I am strange, but if I act not strange, I can make friends.
Mm-hmm.
And so the end of it is Sirius being like, my strangeness is what makes people like me. I must embrace the strange. But the midpoint, his kind of fear is, I am too strange. Nobody likes me because I am just too strange for life, basically. So at my midpoint of the book, I have a moment. Well, my mirror moment is Sirius watching his only friend getting taken away from him bodily, and realizing that now he has no one, because the only person who could possibly like him, for despite his strangeness, because he is magically programmed to like him, is gone. So he's like, okay, I am serious. I am on my own now. There's no one else. And that is like Sirius's worst moment, worst fear. Yeah. In Casablanca, I think it is it Rick, the main character? He's looking in the mirror and realizing that he doesn't like the person who he's becoming, or who he's become. And it's kind of like in a romance, the mirror moment is that oh shit moment where the character realizes they've caught feelings and there's no way they can walk away now, you know? So, yeah. James Scott Bell's motto is basically figure out those 3 points and then kind of work backwards from there. So I've got like the beginning, mirror moment, and end for all of the 3 books, because I kind of want to have an emotional progression from Sirius. But yeah, I love Write Your Novel from the Beginning so much. It really helped me a lot. So I'm a massive James Scott Bell fangirl here, and cool James Scott Bell story. In one book, I don't remember it. It was one that he released with a bunch of other authors, and he used a quote from another writer that was saying like the semicolon is basically the transsexual of punctuation or something, and it referenced transsexual in a really outdated and problematic way. And I emailed him and was like, this is not cool. And he emailed back and was like, you're right, I've changed it.
Nice.
Yeah. It is so cool when people do that. Especially when there's somebody who is like much bigger in the author world than you are, but still listen.
Yeah.
So yeah, James Scott Bell is great. Buy his stuff.
Okay, my middle point for Garden of Secrets is when Alistair takes Sam into the garden and he gets I can't remember what he does in this bit, but it's the 2 of them in the garden and he's starting to realize he's got feelings for more than one person. So I don't know if that's exactly a mirror moment, but it's something.
Yeah, no, I'd say yes, because taking Sam into the garden, Alistair is like trusting him with something big.
Yeah.
And then he's realizing, oh crap, I've got feelings.
Is this when he gets his wand? I feel like he's already had his wand at this point. No, Sam is there when he gets. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's jump into our second sprint because it is 10 to 11.
Yeah.
All right. Sprint number 2. Starting now. Sprint 2 done.
I've lost the window. Here we are.
We're here. Find us.
Okay, hang on a second. We've got our third bot for the day.
My sprint was interrupted by Mochi catching a cicada from outside and bringing it in, which I had to rescue and let out.
Completely missed that, so I'll have to come back to the stream.
I brought her in for a punishment cuddle and to show her off on the stream as well. So you should come back. You should go back and watch because it's
A+ content.
It is. So between that and bio break, I got 242 words, which isn't tons, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
The cicada was fine. It flew away over the next door neighbor's roof, so it's fine.
Brilliant. I am just doing some brainstorming and trying to figure out why Sirius is the way he is, and came up with a lot of good possibilities. But now I've got the question, how does your character portray themselves to others? What is their false self or the armor they wear to protect themselves?
Mm-hmm.
And Sirius is not very good at not being himself.
It's true.
So I think I'm sort of stuck there.
Yep.
Sirius portrays himself as not wanting to bone everyone, but secretly does.
I mean, it's an option. It's an option.
Yeah. Let's go into our third sprint. And yeah, I don't know Caspian. This is just a problem that I am going to have to ponder.
I think Caspian is making a pun on Sirius and Sirius sounding the same.
Yes. Gosh. You know you've been an author too long when.
All right.
So, yeah.
20 more minutes starting now. timing.
Yeah, now I just have to find the window we're in. That's not it. Neither is that. Here we go. Hello.
Hello. I got 564 words done. I'm very happy.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Caspian has run out of brain, but is sticking around, which is very cool.
Very nice. Thank you.
I've continued to make notes about plotting. So that is good. And yeah, I feel like I'm making really good progress here. The puppy is adorable. It's even up sleeping on my hoodie, so I'm going to put it back on because it's getting cold.
I'm very excited for it to get cold here. We've had hot, wet weather for probably 2 weeks now. And I've found myself like looking longingly at my hoodies, like someday we'll be back together.
When I was in Japan, I had this amazing UV resistant hoodie, and it went all the way up to here. It had a hole for your thumb, and it was just designed to keep all the sunlight away from you, and it was really good. It was lightweight. And
was it from Uniqlo by any chance?
It was from Uniqlo. I practically lived in it until I fell off a bike. I did a massive fall, and I tore it and got it covered in blood. So after that, it was done. And I have not really been on a bike since. I want to change that, but yeah, it happened the day before I went to a wedding as well, so it was not great on many levels.
That is sad. I have thankfully never had a big crash off a bike, but I also just don't use them because Auckland drivers are scary enough when you're in a car, so I don't want to take my life in my hands with a bike.
I support that. I have to say I was wearing a helmet, and of my head was completely unscathed, even though I landed on my head pretty much, and it was just my elbows and knees just shredded. And yeah, Caspian, I've got no idea if Uniqlo is still producing them.
Uniqlo will still be producing them, but nothing will deliver to New Zealand. I've tried.
There's a Uniqlo in Australia, isn't there? Or am I thinking of
there is one in Australia. They won't deliver here.
Oh, that is.
You could probably use your was that post shop thing, U-Shop or something?
Yeah,
maybe.
Or I could hit up some Japan friends and see if they're willing.
Oh yeah. Yes, it was a good time. I love Uniqlo so much. It's one of the things I miss about not being able to go back. Sometime.
Yep. Yeah. Let's get on with our. Is it our third sprint or our fourth sprint?
Fourth.
That is good. I was worried that I had derailed us so much that we'd lost the sprint, but that's good.
We've actually kept pretty good time today.
Amazing. And that's really lucky because I have to disappear immediately after the stream to go to South Library because we've got a romance writers meeting today.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
Okay. So 20 minutes starting now.
Fantastic. Jamie,
Mm.
what would you think if instead of starting with Sirius arriving at Minchin Academy, I started with the letter bomb and Emil's arm getting blown off?
I don't know. You'd miss the stuff with his father then.
Yeah.
I think you need his father at the start.
Yep. Second question for you. Whereabouts is Misselthwaite Manor?
Oh,
Yorkshire?
I think the only thing I decided was, I know it is. It's Yorkshire. Yeah. A few hours train ride out of London.
I am so
Quite a few hours. Yes.
I'm so pleased. I originally had Grover's family living in Yorkshire, but changed it to Cornwall, and I'm so glad I did.
Too close. Too close.
Oh. Where are you going? No. Come on. Come on, puppy. Come on. Really necessary. Gonna be good. We're thinking about it. Oh, that's something. I have just lost my hand because there was a puppy resting his chin on it.
that's our last sprint.
Okay, I cannot see the puppy, which makes me nervous. Hang on. No. No. Okay, come on. So, yeah, I've made good plotting progress, I feel. I have stopped the puppy from chewing up the rug. Not sure whether he's trying to lick me or chew me, but yeah. Either way, better me than the rug.
I got 491 words done. Apparently, I'm enjoying this scene in which my main character gets beaten up. So,
Nice.
good timing on that one, because I think I just finished that chapter and I can get to the daring rescue in the next one.
Awesome. So this is still your Wattpad story?
Yes. Yeah, I'm trying to get it finished so that I can, one, get it all up on Wattpad, and then two, get it edited and refined, and I can publish it as a book as well. You're getting all the love.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm going to say goodbye now. Oh, you're so cute. So cute. Because I have to rush off to the library. But we will be back same time next weekend, 10 a.m.
Yep.
New Zealand Standard Time on both Saturday and Sunday. I've already scheduled those sprints, which is incredible.
Yes. I will not promise to try and do an evening sprint because I've been very bad at those. If it happens, it happens. We'll just wait and see.
Yeah. I will enjoy the romance writers because they are an awesome group of people. But Mel and Amy, who sometimes shows up in these streams, are going to be the conveners this year of our Christchurch chapter, which promises good things because Mel has a lot of organising energy, ideas. Amy just really knows her stuff. So I feel like the two of them combined, we're in for a really good year.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for hosting. And thanks for joining us, Caspian.
Yeah.
I'm going to go eat some lunch, maybe keep writing.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your weekend, both of you. And yeah, see you next weekend.
See you next weekend.
Bye.
Bye.